Good morning, viewers. All my followers from different countries. Very humid out here. It's only barely getting to 9 o'clock in the morning and it's extremely humid. I'll show you what all the clouds look like out here. We're just surrounded by gray clouds. Especially above us, coming from the Iowa side, the east. But today I want to continue on talking about my journey here in Tonga and talk about my progresses on my journey for retirement and getting my properties and my business visa. Everything is coming along, slow but sure, but it's coming along. I have a lot of successes. Doors have opened up and people have been helping me and getting things accomplished. Definitely when I started this, I was wondering how hard it was going to be for me to lease or even lease the land that I wanted, where I wanted it. Excuse me. And things have been working out just wonderfully. I'm happy about the turnout. I'm on, like I said, I've already done my business plan, turned that in already. That got accepted. Then I was able to go on to doing my applying for my company to be registered here, but I still have to, I'm waiting for them for the foreign investment application and then the business license, and that's just the start. So I doubt that I'm going to be able to make it back to the States by my birthday, February 6th, whom I share with Bob Marley. Went to Jamaica just to celebrate my birthday with Bob a few years back. But been blessed to travel. This situation with the Ministry of Department of Trade and Economic Development is what's actually slowing me up. I thought I'd be that far ahead, but I have one more week to be here in the country, and I'm only at stage 3 out of 5 stages to get my company up and going and finalizing the business license and LTD in my company out here. I'm hoping today, tomorrow, I'll be able to file for my foreign investment application, pay for that, and I'm sure that'll get approved, but I don't know how long they take for that. And then I pay the last $57 for the last 57 for that. And everything is going well, and I appreciate everybody. Things are working out. I'll show you where I'm at. Let me go grab my backpack from across the road, and I will show you where my progress is as far as the leasing of the property, which is awesome. I was able to go to Tui Wakanoa and get land, and he gave me the land particularly that I asked for. This is an official form document for leasing the land, and as you can see, Tui Wakanoa signed off on it. I have a 40-year lease here, and this will be my property. It's exactly where I wanted it to be, here in Nuku Nuku, out by the mangrove. Just so happens he allocated the land that I'll be neighbors with my cousin, La Quepa. And things turned out well. This is where I wanted it. I didn't know he was going to pick the property right next to him. I thought I was going to get the property from the other side and start from the road that my grandpa Pupu was Malay is at and coming in that way. But now I'm going to be on the other side where La Quepa's road is at and coming in this way. But all in all, it's where I want it to be. It's exactly what I wanted. My heart dropped, like I said, when my interpreter went and explained to Tui Whakanoa about the property, and he had turned around and asked me before we went in, do you have a plan B, just in case you don't get that property? And my immediate response was, there is no plan B. I'm coming for the mangrove property. That's what I want, and that's pretty much where I want to start put my home and homes at. So it worked out where exactly the property, not exactly where I wanted, but the land area where I wanted was given to me. So again, I'm thankful for my nobleman here, Tui Whakanoa, for giving me the opportunity to come to Tonga and retire here and be able to start my business and have my wife retire in 2 years when she turns 55. Having an income here, having a business already established, and working with her if she wants to go into the restaurant field that she's been working in for 35 years. And instead of working for someone else's dreams to come true and put them on vacations, I want her to work for her own money, for her own vacations and her own benefit. And although I'm not going to knock that, for 30 something years, her being steady and stable as a waitress, a host, manager, general manager, regional manager. They even offered her to leave our family and go out of country and train Denny's employees in other countries, but she wouldn't leave our grandchildren nor our kids for that, which was a good decision. You know, even though she works her 5 days a week, 12 hours a day, at least she was seeing her kids after work and on the weekends or her days off. I really enjoy being here in Tonga, and my wife does too. So it's going to be very convenient for us to seasonally move back and forth, visit the grandchildren during the hot season like it is now. So I don't think my wife would like to come here. She already told me and expressed the fact that she probably will not come during the summertime and deal with the humidity and the heat, and she'll go back to the States where it's cooler during those times of the month. But that's something that we'll be able to do once we have our business up and running, and we're making a substantial amount of money with our businesses here in Tonga. And I'm looking forward to spending time with my wife, because for the past 30 something years, every holiday she's had to work. It was mandatory. So even Christmases, New Year's, 4th of July, all these different holidays, she still had to work her days and her shifts, whether they be 8 to 12-hour days. She was mandatory that she had to work, and taking away time that she can't get back that would have been spent with the family. And those things were her sacrifices in life, and they are sacrifices because she traded quality time with family to have a comfortable and sustainable income. And that was good for her. I mean, it's worked for her and the family. We've been able to manage and raise all 9 of our kids and help with the grandchildren that we just had grandbaby number 20 2 days ago, the day that Dewey Bacano decided and allowed and accepted the offer for the lease and the area, was the day I had a grandson. So he came 3 weeks early, so it was just, to me, that's my good luck baby. He, you know, his name is Troy. I haven't got to personally meet my grandson yet. He was supposed to be born in 3 weeks from now, but everything is with God's will. He came out healthy. He's fine. He's a handsome little boy, and I definitely am looking forward to going and seeing him. This sad thing is, my other son is having his son, and I have to extend my stay here, I believe, because I don't think in 7 days I'm going to get to step 4 and 5 with the Department Ministry of Trade and Economic Development. I don't think I'll be able to get through that process, and hopefully that will be done during this week, so that way the next 2 weeks that I have to pay Air Fiji another $640 to extend my fare, then I have to go to the embassy and pay some more to extend my visa. It'll be worth it in the long run, because whatever time frame that it's going to take for me to get oathed in and have my business visa completed after my company is formed, then I'll be able to go back to the States comfortably, knowing that I've accomplished both of my tasks of starting my business and company here, as well as locking in a lease so I could come and develop that property. And it's wonderful that one is done, and I have the lease, and that's going to go through the cabinet, and I'm thankful for that. And I'm sure, but I go today, I have to take that paperwork that I got that's signed by me, signed by the nobleman. I have to take that to the Office of Land and Survey and pay them another fee, and then I'll have to wait for them to finalize, and I got to ask them questions. Once I do this, how long is it going to take for the survey? How long is it going to, after I put this paper in, am I allowed to go and start trying to develop the land? Whether it's bulldozing and grading, cutting some trees to make the spaces open for the homes. That is all going to be part of the process. This whole journey here of my retirement doesn't end just when I have my business license here up and going and my business visa. That's just the beginning of this being done. I still got to go back to the United States, and order the homes, gather up more money, and I'll be working and showing the process of that, of getting a graphic designer, making sure that I order the homes, when they're going to be delivered, what's the shipping time, so that way I could calculate coming back to Tonga, being ready to receive them, pay all the fees that it's going to take for the shipping, the wharf fees, the broker fees, customs, just a lot of fees, the crane fees, the truck fees to deliver the 40-foot container and pick it back up when it's empty. All these things are cost, and I'm aware of their costs. Even whatever I pay for my homes, it's still going to cost me another $7,000 to have them containers shipped from China. Then it's going to pay all the fees here, the wharf fees, the brokers, like I said, and then labor. That's another almost $8,300 to $8,500. So we're talking 85 and 7. You know, that's almost 15,000 US, just for the back end of it. Once the containers are here and shipping it here, that's not the price and the cost of the container itself, or the container homes themselves. All those are after cost, and I'm aware of them. I'm thankful that I got to talk to one of my cousins in New Zealand and get some info on the back skirts of the fees, so that way I didn't get stuck with some hidden fees that I didn't prepare for financially. And that's almost $8,500, almost a $10,000 $10,000 worth of extra fees, you know. And I wasn't aware of that, didn't do my homework, so that way I could teach you guys these things and make it aware to you, because step by step, I will break down when I'm actually done over time, after the cost of the price of shipping and buying the containers. Then I could give you a kind of accurate amount of what it so far has cost me to pay for the property, come to Tonga, the expenses here that I have to live with here in Tonga, and all the fees, everything included. I'm looking at almost a 40 something to almost maybe right around in there, 40 to 43, 45,000 US, which would be almost equivalent to 100,000 banga here in the country. Being that it sounds like a lot, but there's no way in the United States you could get even 2 or 1 bedroom house, 2-bedroom house in the States for $45,000 anywhere, and have property to put it on. So that being said, I believe that everything that I'm putting into this, putting all the eggs into one basket, is going to pay off miraculously down in the future. Because it's my kids coming from America with their grandchildren, with my grandchildren, and them coming and vacationing here, having a place to stay, and not have to impose on the family members that are in the house behind me. Because as of right now, I have an uncle that came from the States, and he took up one room, and now I'm visiting and taking up another room. And like I said in other videos, I don't want to keep imposing on my nephews and niece and pushing them out for my comfort. I want them to be comfortable, and being able to have my own homes here. We'll be just down the street. We could always collaborate, work together, and continue prospering together. So when I'm out of country, these are going to be the family members that are going to be taking care of my properties, hosting those that come and vacate here, and the rentals. Once the rent, everything for the recreational water supplies come in, they'll be able to rent those out locally and get that money in cash, while the homes will be paid by credit cards and secured that way. So that way, if I fall into any situations where damage was done to the house by the tenants, or that, at least I could get it compensated through their credit cards. If I did it locally, I'd have to make sure that somebody's checking on them regularly, because we've had an incident where our Tulua side of the family, right up the street here, has a house that's been left here for a while, but my uncle maintenances it, and he rents it out monthly, roughly around 700 banga a month. And one of the tenants that stayed when I was here last September, October, when they left, they decided they wanted to take all the beautiful lace curtains that are costly. You know, it's not cheap to have these lace curtains for somebody to take them when they decide they are finished renting the place and moving on to another place. That being said, little kids down the street waving to me. I love this place, man. But that being said, I am very thankful for my viewers, for getting me monetized in such a short time. Again, it's you viewers that are watching my videos that I'm trying to help you, but in reality we're helping each other, and I appreciate that because it's showing I have a lot of support, and so much more support than I ever thought I would have from people abroad that are planning on coming to Ewa, Vava'u, Apai Islands, and they live in these outskirt islands, and they want to produce and be able to come and quickly make their own home instead of making it a 6 months, 8 months, 9 months, 10-month process to build a house from the floor up with bricks, mortar, and going through that process. Well, you buy your home one place, bring it, make sure you got a foundation, and all you're worried about is your hookups, meaning your water tank, your solar system, and your septic tanks. So I'm gonna go old school. I'm gonna have a track hoe come and excavate holes for me, so that way I can have brick septic tanks. I want to go old school. I don't want to deal with these plastic ones that just store the manure. I want it to be able to be like the ones I see in other places where the concrete ones, it settles and you could use them for 150 years probably before they need to be pumped out and cleaned. These have to be pumped out and cleaned on a regular, I believe, because of the plastic holding it in instead of them absorbing the liquids down into the ground and dispersing the rest. That being said, I got to be heading to town. It's 9 o'clock. I got to get there now. I got to get there before 10, so I'm ready to wrap this up. I appreciate you. I'll keep you posted. I'll do a little short when I get to the Department of Land and Survey and pay them and do the process there. But again, thank you for watching. I appreciate you guys, and I know hopefully this is going to help benefit you. You got to do this if you want to come from another country and deal with them, whether it's my nobleman here in Nuku or another village's nobleman. You still would have to go through this process of the leasing, getting permission, going through the whole process, okay? And it can be done, and it is being done. As of today, I will finish up and it'll go to the cabinet and it'll be approved because it's already signed by the nobleman and it's his property to begin with. So again, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, share. I appreciate all that, and I've been thankful for just the donations, the confidence of support. That I could do this, and it's something that you can do as well. So again, thank you very much, and you guys have a blessed day. I got to get to town and finish this.